Okay, there's our 45-degree cut. Next, I'm gonna do biscuit joints and glue it together. All right, today, learn how to use the Harbor Freight biscuit joiner. These are the biscuits. All right, if you're gonna use one of these Harbor Freight biscuit joiners, or any biscuit joiner for that matter, there's a few things you want to try. Like, this is a cut-off scrap, so I'm gonna try not only the depth, how far up and down the board we go this way, but we also need to know how deep. So like I said, I will get a scrap piece of wood and practice your depth before you do anything. Make sure this depth adjuster is good and tight, so the vibration of the tool will let that slide. So there you go. That's the biscuit joiner. These are the biscuits. I'm going to make sure all this debris is out of there. And that's how you check your depth. These biscuits, when they get wet with the glue, the water and the glue, it causes them to swell up. So once you put this together, you're not getting it back apart again without breaking it. But you can see I'm more than halfway in with the biscuit. And I kind of like, maybe I want to go a little deeper, I don't know. But what I'm going to do on this particular joint is turn it over. Because this is so tall, make sure all that debris is out. And that's how we're going to do this particular joint. Now you might want a wooden mallet or a soft blow mallet to knock those in snug all the way. That's 1/2, and then we're going to do it on this full scale cut off project. All right, so here's our joint. All right, we want to get these two flushed up perfect where they're gonna live. And I like to take a tape measure. This is 24 inches. And just kind of divide it up evenly as you can. So I'm gonna do one at 3 inches and one at 9 inches. Do one every 6 inches after that. 6, 12. There you go. Get your nice straight line. And now I pull them apart. On the front of the biscuit joining tool, there's a center line. You can see that, and as long as I keep that line dead centered, I cut this one, then I come around and I cut the opposite one. They're perfectly matched. Side. If we transfer these marks straight down, flip this over. Do the same thing. Alright, this is the glue that comes, you can get at Harbor Freight. Comes with the biscuit joiners, or it's sold in the same area. But I'm using Titebond. It's just a superior glue. I purchased that glue by the gallon. I put it in these containers, which you can tell this is well used. But this is night and day difference when it comes to gluing up, especially if you got to do a lot of gluing up. I highly recommend that. Alright, so you want to do generous portions of glue. You want to make sure these are all clear. Otherwise you won't get the biscuit in all the way. And I just a nice bob in there. I use my soft mallet. You can use a wooden mallet. Keep in mind that this glue is going to swell these biscuits up, so you got to get these two halves together right away. That was hard to get together. Like I was saying, these biscuits, this is the old batch, these are compressed. Well, some of them started delaminating, so when I went to put them together, you can see here the edge started breaking off, so I had to remove the pieces and get that joint together. Nope, there you go. It's the biscuit joiner in action. Make sure you have fresh biscuits. Matter of fact, I would go to Home Depot or Lowe's, buy their biscuits. I think the quality control is much better, but the Harbor Freight biscuit joiner works just fine, does what it says what it does. Okay, here's a little helpful tint. Here's a little helpful hint when you're doing paneling, so the wall doesn't get exposed. I'm painting it black. You can see I just got some inexpensive craft paint from the Walmart Supercenter, and I paint all those lines black, so if there's any air gaps looking through, you don't see the white painted wall or whatever color wall behind. You just see blackness. So that's my tip for the day. Brick paneling, inexpensive backsplash, looks fantastic.